So good morning to everyone. Myself, Dr. K. Shanmukasundar, is a coordinator of this FDP and also professor and head of EEE Engineering of DSITM. So just I will be briefing you about this 6-day long program. So request all of you to attend all the sessions. So anyway, first session is lagging already. So at least next session onwards, we have to make up the time whatever we have lost it here. So first session, we will be having it here. So introduction to Industry 4.0, 5.0 technologies. That is from Mr. Murugan. So from Vitech Embedded Private Limited. Then after the first session, so it will go till 12:30. So then we will have an article discussion. So the articles will be given to you. Teams will be formed. So within the teams, you discuss and write a article discussion. That is summary. That rules will be given to you. So as a group, as a team, you have to do it. So that will go up to 1:30. Then 1:30 to 2, we will have a break. So because of lagging time, so we are giving only half an hour time for lunch break. Then 2 o'clock again, the same venue. So you will be having the second session from myself, that is cyber security in sustainable digitalized green technologies. Then tomorrow again the session 9:30 to 12, 12 to 1 article discussion, 1 to 1:30 is your lunch break, 1:30 to 4 again your session will start, 4 to 5 lab session will be there. So already I have shared it, and on Friday completely we are going on an industrial visit. So when we reach the Vitech Embedded Private Limited, first session, that is 9th session, session 9 will be engaged at the industry venue only. So that we will be updating at least one day before you. So Friday, then we will be visiting 3 industries there. Completely Friday is outside trip. So then Saturday we'll have last session, then feedback, MCQs, etc. will be there. And you know that one certificate will be issued. It is online. However, from our end, we will give the attendance certificate for participating the FDP for all the 6 days. So, and you know the regulation, that is 80% you have to satisfy the attendance. So etc. All those things you are aware of it. So in the meantime, so it is a mutual understanding and mutual support is required from our end and from your end. So anyway, we will cooperate with you. In turn, we are expecting your cooperation from your end. So with this few words, so I will hand over the stage to Mr. Murugan for the first session. So Mr. Murugan, sir, thank you.
Good morning again. Thanks for this particular session timing is given. So basically, I would like to take this as a more interactive session than go for one end to explain that Industry 4.2 and 5.2. So basically, I would like to, because here, as a professors and the senior folks were already have been experienced with Industry 4.2 and 5.2 little bit. What I'm trying to cover up here to give a kind of edge, what and all it is applicable, and how it's going to be change the world, and what is the kind of contribution from industry side, and what is that support from academia side. This is what we need to cover, and predominantly how we are going to prepare for adoption of 5.0, and how we are going to exercise that 4.0 experiences. That's what very important things we need to understand. Because the world is towards traveling to these different dimensions. Are we prepared to attend that? Are we prepared to meet that? So this is what the challenge from every individuals to ask, wherein you as a professors, you guys have the more responsibility to direct that students on the track, trick and trade of that industry is growing, of that the organization as well as that other dynamic industries looking for the people who they are coming out and get the challenges. So very interesting fact, Industry 4.2 and 5.2, the transitions, and what we are preparing so far is that limitation is we have a preparation is well, or we need to prepare much better, and what are the use cases is going to explain in terms of to see that real outcome of that Industry 4.2 and 5.2 as well. and how we are going to take a part of this. Okay, coming to this, myself, Murugan, I think you got a brief introduction about me. I'm part of that PyTech now. I had close to 20 years of experience in a various industry as well as various roles and responsibility. Started as a software engineer, then move on to different directions. I'm currently connecting with the key account manager for MNCs. Okay, let's start with this slide goes on. So generally, if you take Industry 4.0, as a part of this evaluation, it is for everybody. As you guys are agree, evaluation is for everybody. Yes or no? Yes. As a human, we evolve from that basic level to up to that 19th century, 20th century, 17th century. There is a lot of evaluation from as a human. We have matured. So we can have a clear language, direct communications, and adaptability on that our strategies. And we meet that people, and our way of talent, it's improved because of that kind of evaluation in the adoptions of that year on year, decade on decade, century on century. This is what a human-centric approach. Like that, industry also looking for the directions. Because when you take that industry 1.0, it starts close to 17th century. So basically there you can see that completely steam power, completely you can go for waving looms and many things which we are not mostly aware. That time only that industry has get into that transition. Okay, so that is what 1.0 it's talk about, and close to that next century, one transition, another transition takes a century. Okay, another century close by, we can go for the productions, mass productions, but there is no proper system and process. Generally, so mass productions, if you take that small example, the farmer will go to the farmland and get that cultivated stuff and we can put that, there is no any structure in it. That's what the mass production, I'm taking an example. And kind of, they are coming up with that assembly lines, which they are think that is assembly line. And we can go for that electrical energy get into that particular era. That's what it's after one decade, 1 century. Coming to this 3.0, again, is more polished in terms of automation coming to the picture, and we can go for computers and electronics get into that actually. So you guys are aware, these are the things we'll support for a human in a different way altogether. So this is what it's close to 1960 series, the year series. And of course, from that to today, we are into much better of that industry 4.0 facilities. I can say it's a facilities, of course. We connected, we have used the artificial intelligence much better. We have sensors used much better. We connected with all the devices much better. As example, everybody connecting with that, every day, every moment we are connecting with the devices. You cannot say that is not possible because of we all in all connected with the devices. Either one of that mobile phone, or you can go for that your Bluetooth, or you can go for your any wireless communications. See, that is part and fix of our day-to-day life. So like that, this industry evaluation has reached different era. So now we are going to go very deep into the 4.0. Rather than we are going for the back, we can go for a 4.0. How the 4.0 will support for industry, especially in this world. We can take that approach. Coming to this, sorry. Okay, the definition. General is a definition. What is that industry 4.0 it's all about? So it's a fourth industrial revolution is that to describe the integration of the digital technologies. We can say is that. So what way it is being integrated digital technologies? Can easily we can connect, right? Digital technologies is no limitations. If you connect the two sensors, it's going to be digital technology. Two sensors, one particular database, it's again the digital technology. Two sensors, one database, one edge device is again going to be digital technology. It's called in a smart. Okay, so digital technology, various way to connect with interlink. That's called that smart. You can say a smart smart home, smart office, smart city. Anything you can come up with it. It's connected, interconnected with the digital parts, digital processes, digital systems. This is what it's all about. So industrial process grid smart interconnected systems, you can directly name it as. Coming to this, generally, what and all it supports. In interconnected system, how it is being supports. What is the terminology is all about that? It's called Internet of Things, IoT. Okay, so IoT, interconnected things. What is the use of the interconnected things? We can much better to analyze the data, much better to the predictive way of things, what it's going on, and much better we can go for that preventive measures. That is what it's all about. Talking about this Internet of Things, it's interconnectivity. Okay, so interconnectivity is a big word. In that, what and all its factors is supporting. Artificial intelligence, it's one of that major factors supporting for that to elevate that Internet of Things in a much better. And coming to this automation, again supports in a much better. And you can go for that. In this all, what is it? What is that? All the technology is coming in. What is the use of this technology? Is there any thought process? Why do we need all this technology in a 4.0? Any ideas? Any ideas? Why do we need to take it? Why do we need to implement all this 4.0? And what is the core benefits of implementing all this interconnected systems, interconnected sensors, interconnected hardware, interconnected databases? Is there any way? Any ideas?
More easy and simple.
Exactly. Then? Sorry? Yes, yes. Yes, quality. Exactly. So this again, it is kind of little. We think it is kind of the benefit to the human wish, because they don't want to take the traditional approach to do the things. They want interconnected devices, interconnected sensors. It will give a much better result than the human can go on to do that by silo. So this is what all about that. It is kind of a benefit to the human and human kind of revolutions. How they, because see, for example, if you go the traditional factory model, if you go for structured production lines, maybe one line, two lines can produce any kind of, for example, if you take any material we are going to see in the industry, you take that Mysore sandal soap also an example. If you go traditional approach, you have that limitations per day 100 soap. I'm telling you example, 100 soaps need to be manufactured because they have the system to do that only 100 soaps with the quality checks, covering, packing. That's called as SMT they talk about. This is for SMT lines. Okay, this is all about only for limitations where they are having boundaries actually. When it comes to this technology, then they can go for mass productions. They can, the same way of quality also they can increase, and they can also deliver the things very quickly to the customers. So this is what that human benefits, and also to reach that global market, because the people demands is like that. Because of that, the kind of populations we are in that particular era, they need things to get quickly. They need things to get very often of their regular uses actually. So this industry 4.0, other technology, you can take artificial intelligence or any sensor technologies or any big data technologies, it's all because of human to get things very quickly and efficiently and quality. This is what that inside concept is going on. Also, that's another way benefit it. The thing have to reach on time with the standard process. Basically, see, once that implement the process and process-based definitions, you don't worry about the things will move on to one place to another place very quickly. So we'll get into that. These are the supporting system for Industry 4.0. Artificial intelligence, big data systems, you can say is processors and a kind of embedded hardwares, embedded softwares, you name it, anything. There is a definition is huge. We can restrict with whichever is required for us to take it part of that. Okay, coming to this. Next, there is some enablers is there, right? Because of some idea coming out, there should be some enablers. Why that idea is going to be talk about that? Why this idea is going to be matured about that? There is some kind of activity based on that Industry 4.0. See, you can say these all are that overcoming. These all are that you cannot point to the issues, but we can easily overcome of this particular facts. That's what the enablers. For example, interoperability. Interoperability, Again, I'm talking about that connected to the embedded devices, systems, databases, and other kind of embedded hardwares. So this will help using that Industry 4.0 concepts. You can connect it and get the result out. So very quickly, very efficiently, rather it can go for a manual intervention with that system to be reproduced. You can go for the processing and automation, much better you can get the results. This what second thing is for this you can say is kind of different communication technology be part of that for interoperability. And coming to the visualization is again one of the big task. For example, we can go for that visualization. It's kind of concept we can go for a digital twin. I will tell you a little example. Any process, any product, you can create a mirror image on that. So this will help to do that kind of whatever idea we need to do it in a original, we can go and get it done in that twin of mirror image. Mirror image one. That's what digital twin. So that will solve many problems. We don't want to disturb the existing system of any industry factories or any industry machineries. You can create a digital twin, similar one, on that virtual and do that all the exercise in it. Then you will get to know that where the problem is arise, how we are going to take it part of that. So this is what these are the enablers to get that Industry 4.0 much better focus. Coming to the decentralization. Decentralization kind of the data which need to be centralized, and also there is a kind of a decision need to be taken by its own. For example, if you take a 3D printing capability is one among that decentralization. So you can print anything. So you don't believe that in a couple of countries, well-known countries, they are designing of that the natural meat. I mean, naturally define the meat using the 3D technologies. They don't go for that the meats from animal or anything. They are coming up with that meat of that natural grown product, convert into that meat using that 3D digitalization technology, centralization technology. Coming to this real-time capability is very essential. The kind of the action to be taken for certain things, the real-time data is very important. Without real-time data, you cannot do the things much better, because nowadays real-time data, you can take any kind of aviation sectors is a best example of real-time data. Unless until the real-time data is not getting populated from two-way communications, it is going to be a big problem for the people who drive that actually. So basically that real-time communication, I'm taking one example. Anything could be any kind of industry sector. You need to see that quality limitations. You need to see the production processes. You need to see the manufacturing towers. You need to see that the temperature monitoring systems. These are the real-time data is very important. Without real-time data, you cannot control that the things. It's much better. So this is what I'm talking about. That real-time data is one of the enablers to get that Industry 4.0 much better. And going for the service orientations about that Internet of Services, Internet of Things and Internet of Services. You can readily set up the services, give it to somebody, get that service done, and use that opportunity. This is what Internet of Services is all about, that especially for B2C, B2B customer side. And modularization. This modularization is about that changing and replacing things very efficiently, because when it goes to the big plant or big machineries, you want to have that modular approach. You don't want to do the root cause analysis for entire operations to stop the systems or do that. You have that modular approach. You can go and fix the problem where it is occurs. It's a modularization. It's very interesting things, and we need to see the awareness of that modularization and the model efficiently use the modularization in that Industry 4.0 triggers actually enablers. So move on to this next. This is what is the core concept all about that. Okay, so we are talking about this so far, this introduction and enablers, and what is the core concept bind with this Industry 4.0, how it is going to help. So basically, if it comes to this Industry 4.0, there is no limitations. Even we can plan our day-to-day routine with Industry 4.0 style. So that's what I can say, that we can put our Industry 4.0 framework for a human, how he is going to perform in his career, what way he is going to establish this kind of reach, that also you can implement it. It's a kind of template, I can say. Very much template, very much designed to your kind of day-to-day routine also, you can utilize it. I'm not taking up this as a template. I'm telling you that kind of approach you can utilize it. Okay, coming to the smart factories. Smart factories, this is kind of the physical system to be integrated with the digital side. Devices and systems where in a real world scenario, without Internet of Things, we are not living nowadays. That everyone should give a agree for point for that. Because without Internet of Things, we cannot live our life in future. And in future, Internet of Things is one of the primary aspect for everybody's life. If you go to that, if you go to the home and you can have a voice over of any devices, you can prepare a food, you can prepare anything could be in that. You start with that your voice over. Nowadays that all that vehicles come with this voice over enablers. Like that you can start, stop that vehicle. Remotely you can have that some radius parameter, you can on that engine. It's all already is there, but still more advanced. You can have that time-based controls. You can have the time-based control with voice over. You can put that in a time of frame when your vehicle is in a hot sun. You can plan for within 15 minutes you have to go and take your vehicle. You can have that time scheduler. My 12 to 12:15, my all maybe rooftop to be open. After 5 minutes, that my AC should on. And once I reach that vehicle, I feel very comfortable. That is also still is there. You can schedule it. It's all Internet of Things is only possible. So coming to this big data analytics, very important. The industry, I can say that industry running through the data. So any industry, any education, start from education to any big industries running the data. If the data is not there, we are totally out. Even that, if you miss your phone, then you feel very stressed. Am I right or not? If you miss the phone for an hour, you feel very stressed. Is it correct or not? Because you may not have any memory of that, any one or few numbers you may have, but you will not have hundreds of numbers. Earlier the people have having that idea. So we have been used to that. If you miss that, you don't know what is that. Your chat messages come, your other messages come, your Trello is taking up approach, your Slack is taking up approach. We don't know that. So basically, these all are that enablers in terms of that actual industry core concepts. So coming to this cyber physical system CPS is integration computational algorithms. How that algorithms can run in that kind of the devising side. So you see, basically, we had one project. I'll take a little bit of project experience. See, in the Navy people, they are in the 6 month of the Navy yards. Inside that sea. So the personals have get that homesick as well as they have mentally disturbed because 6 months, 7 months they have the period. So we had a connect with that IIT Chennai. We come up with that one algorithm based that devices. That's what you can access a bracelet kind of devices. It will help to the man of that particular management of that Navy kind of senior folks can identify the person's vital parameter levels. For example, if the person having a few ideas where we can predict the person whether he is getting to that stress mode, or he can be a norm, or he can go overstressed, or sometimes he will go for that suicidal notes. Many things we can come up with that thought process. So this is what the project we have done it a couple of years before. So like that, the informations from that digital side to human interactions, very, very essential actually. That's what's talking about that physical systems, how it has been connected. So we can easily find out the people, they want to go for a holiday, we can sanction already. Having said that, lot of vital parameters there as evident. The person should need to go because that can allow them to go for holidays to overcome that stress as well as that worries. Like that, you can go for a cloud computing. We never leave that cloud computing for any point of time because of we can connect that entire world in a cloud computing. You can have hundreds of examples what we are doing in a cloud computing. You can take Amazon, you are ordering something, it's coming to your home. It's all works on the cloud computing technology. You can go for your Facebook, you are adding all your photos, Google, you can go for YouTube, your all the stories, everything with the cloud computing. Without cloud computing, world it's definitely not move forward with the high efficiently. So we can go for the next. I think hope you are following, right? Coming to this, next is interesting that in action. what is that industry 4.0 technologies in action? I'll take 3 scenarios, it will help. Also, it will be very relevant to our day-to-day life actually. Take that predictive maintenance in manufacturing. What is the predictive maintenance? Before into the predictive maintenance, I want to know what is that reactive maintenance, what is that preventive maintenance, then predictive maintenance. So this is very important, we need to know. Can anyone just give a thoughts? I don't want to just be a exact answer. What is a reactive maintenance? Any idea? Okay, I'll tell you. Reactive ones, if the A machinery is there, for example, you take a machinery, when it fails, then immediately we are getting the reaction. We have to take action. That is what it's all about, the reactive maintenance. Once it fails, then we'll take that action. Same thing. Preventive, we have the scheduled timings, we have scheduled systems. Default, we can go for a preventive maintenance. Whether it is fail or not, we don't worry about it. Every 6 months once, we need to go and check the machineries and it's working fine, it's fine. Predictive maintenance, we only see that having set of informations in hand, this is going to be a repair for a certain period, then only we are going to achieve that. That's what it's all about, that predictive maintenance. Understand? This is very essential for this predictive maintenance manufacturing, because I'll tell you that data for 188 billions is going to be saved for the 2024 predictions of this predictive maintenance in that all world sectors, industry sectors. That will save the money. Billions of money saves if you have the predictive maintenance in place. Okay, so coming to this, another one very important, smart supply chain management. So you can have a thought process. How the smart supply chain management helps the people from any levels, from that background of industrialist or people who is having a day-to-day life, they are leading with the kind of any kirana shop. You can take an example. This supply chain, without supply chain, we cannot make a one-step move from one place to another place. It could be anything. It could be anything of your goods, of your materials, of your food, of your etc. Without supply chain, the world will be completely disturbed, very badly disturbed. Because see today, yesterday I just take an example. I just went out for lunch with my family. On kilometer of 3 kilometer radius, I can see hundreds of Zomato, Swiggy people, hundreds of people. So it means where we are heading up. All the supply chain. It's a supply chain engagement. See, these aggregators, food aggregators or car aggregators or any aggregators, who is taking is the crux of the supply chain. With that, they're building that system. Anything you can take, any delivery, definitely. You can take a porter delivery, you can take a Delvery.com, anything. See, they are taking a crux of this supply chain. They're establishing the business is going for billions. This is what the very simple terminology. They are taking that vein of business trick and establishing across that other factors, and they're running the business. They are getting a venture fund for hundreds of millions, for capital funds to invest. Everything is happening. So this core is the supply chain management system. You take this supply chain, fit into that any of your day-to-day life. At least 10 of other occasions you will come across that. If you order that any food from your Amazon or Flipkart, anywhere, it's a lot of supply chain people are working on. It's not somebody is coming and giving to your doorstep. Hundreds of people silently working on that particular one product to reach. Same thing for return. When you do the return, it has to reach that certain point. This is very efficient in the kind of the economy of not only India, the world running to the supply chain. If that any truck strikes, any strike is happening on the transportations, you see that the prices, how it has been going up. But the price surge like anything. 1 kg tomato, it's going to for 150 rupees. Because of why? It's all supply chain. So you take this as an example of your day-to-day life, you implement it. You see that the benefits. You will also get a lot of creative ideas. This is what the world is going on that. Coming to the digital twins and the product development, it's very essential. we mock the things in a digital side and see that all the replica. For example, it's going to be very useful in the medical field. Basically, medical field, certain conditions, they are getting chronic diseases. So they can replica of the systems, they can try it out that surgery part. So they don't want to go for a vital organs disturbed in that all the operations. They try it out. Certain things which is new to the doctors, they can go on. It's not only medical, every field. I'm taking as example. They tried out the digital twins and they can replica of that. They can see that what are the things to be done for physical things actually. Well, let's get into this for this actionable 3 items a little detail. Okay, the predictive maintenance is a kind of that's what we say the proactive approach, and you can see that it's all play with the data analytics. Okay, so I'll tell you the 3 things: reactive analysis and preventive analysis, preventive maintenance and predictive maintenance. These are all the small examples I can give you. That's what I said. When it comes to the preventive and predictive, reactive everybody is aware. Preventive and predictive is a very scenario is the same, but it's a little differences. How efficiently we can go for a predictive maintenance. Today we are talking about the predictive maintenance adoptions. Every big companies, they want to enrich with the predictive maintenance, not preventive maintenance. Why? Because preventive maintenance, if you have hundreds of SMT lines, SMT line is nothing but it's a smart manufacturing technology. You can say anything manufacturing lines or product manufacturing lines, you can name it. Everybody is naming is a different. See, if you have hundreds of machineries, you have a very planned schedule. Every 6 months, one default you are going to do the change of that all the internal parts of that machineries. Sometimes which is not needed for certain machines because the utilization is not up to the mark. So what the technology people or what the industry is talking about in Industry 4.0, you can go for a predictive maintenance rather than going for a preventive maintenance. Okay, the preventive, how do we take care of the predictive maintenance? It's also a big question. So predictive maintenance, you need to have all the data related informations. Okay, see generally the past history of that particular machineries or existing system, how it is working, that is the triggering point to get the data part. For example, when you are installing some machineries, you have that already the machinery has been installed. Which circumstances get failed, they have that records. So if the maintenance engineer or the people who is take care of that particular factory, they can understand very well having that history of the data. They can see and do that proper remedy before it can occur. That's what the predictive maintenance. So the industry is adopting the predictive maintenance. For many cases, it will have a very, this is the reason, minimize the downtime and you can go reduce the maintenance cost, actually optimize the efficiency and increase the productivity. That's what that all about predictive maintenance. This is one example. Okay. Coming to this next. This is what we just spoke about that. So the global predictive maintenance savings is close to 188 billion of 2024, which is predicted by industry peoples in the world across. So this all why? Because it's needed. Because of we can see that the industry having a multi-billion industries, they have that maintenance schedule itself. It's about $100 million of every year. So it is a huge cost to maintain and continue with the product lines actually. So to avoid this, to minimize that and maximize the efficiency, you can develop that kind of approaches. Then all this technology is supporting Industry 4.0, these IoT technologies or data collections and smart systems and interconnected communication channels. It's all helping to do this particular predictive maintenance services. Okay, so this all that reduce the risk and discover the pattern of the problems and replace the close to failure components alone. You don't want to go and replace entire things which is needed or not needed. Default people will shut down the productions and go and do all the exercise which is not needed. You can go where the affected place, you can get the repair and continue your business. So is it clear? Right? Thank you. Next we can move on to this. Smart supply chain management, another use case we can take. See, smart supply chain it's all about automate all the process. Okay. So can you just while with this, you can tell me one thing in Apple app. Okay, any time this Apple phone is releasing, now this Apple 15 Pro Titanium is releasing. Actually, this is an Apple product, recent one. Can you just guess how many countries this Apple app it's available to download? Any guess? Wild guess. How many countries in that application is an app? It has been available to download for a public. How many countries? Is there any idea? Just wild guess. Huh? How many countries the Apple app is available to download for a public? Wild guess. Okay. Total, how many countries are there in the world? That we know. How much? 195. Officially, 2 is not connected with the UN, 193, and unofficially 245 countries. Okay. Is not? No need, I think it's here, right? Everybody. Mic is so disturbance sometimes. Okay, so it's about 2. Oh. Okay, so it's about 243 to 245 countries. We don't know where and all, and we are not so keen to know that. Just leave it. So what I'm talking about that, this is for 195 to 193. Out of that, 173 countries have access to this Apple app. So you should have an idea how much the value proposition is going to go, because he is the number one in the mobile world. Okay, it's not just like that he is having initiative for number one because of the product. Definitely not. The supporting systems of the product, it's very essential. See, you don't believe that if you go for Apple site, you can go and explore it. He is having more than 100 plus languages that help line is available. You can convert close to your the grammatical check. It is there for 100 plus languages in that Apple iPhone. If you put something, it auto correction. It is for 100 plus languages. Okay, so they are very diligently taking care of that product. Very diligently. Either it could be a manufacturing, it could be a service line, it could be a transportations, it could be a raw material procurement or assembly to the reaches to the stores, any form of the activity in a supply chain management. It is very precious and very quality. That's what it's a market leader. Otherwise, no, you can name it any other phone companies which may not sustain in that world such a beautifully is taking that high end for this mobile phones in this iPhone. So like that, I'm talking about that. Why? Because their system and the connectivity and kind of reach, it is very wide, and they are still working on. It's not established. That's what it's all about, to understand how it has been established, the systems, interconnected systems. You can go for a management, chain management. Like that, if you take Amazon Web Services, see all big players having very much satisfied environment. Amazon Web Services, it's reached around 240 countries, the services. I'm not sure it is there in that record. 240 countries, you can go and get that Amazon Web Services. I'm not talking about Amazon site, web services. Web services can be used by anybody. Even we are using the web services, directly or indirectly. If you go to Facebook, if you go to your YouTube, he is getting connected with Amazon Web Services. Storage, what's happening? Google has their own storage, I agree. There is a Twitter, that's now X platform, as connected with the Amazon Web Services. We are putting some information reaching to the world, it is getting connected to this services. Any project you are doing, any project repository you are maintaining in Amazon Web Services. You paid. I'm not telling that it's available free for limitations. If you go for a big size, you need to pay and get it because their reach is very big because of their defining that supply chain across that different places. They are connecting the different places. That's what it's all about, the supply chain management, not only for goods management. See, people are thinking a different notion. Only goods is record for supply chain. No. Any company, standard company have to establish their turnover into bigger side. You need to have supply chain is a very efficiently. Quality next is supply chain management. Without supply chain management, you will not able to meet the challenges from your customer. Very true. Customer paid money for the product to deliver, but you are not getting product. How long customer can wait? Understand? Hardly for a month for a product which you are procured from outside of India, he cannot go. He will start fighting with you. So this was supply chain is one of the primary aspect for any kind of business in this world. It's happening. Without that, you cannot run the show. Coming to this other point, yeah, this can be a predict all times. Again, this you need to see that kind of data, whether that supply chain management is actively taken care of that people, process, system. See, we cannot see for Amazon services, he cannot that the person from CEO, he is not going to go any countries. The process, defined process working according to this wish, according to the standards. That's what it's all about. The industry is looking for. He cannot go on to meet that every country head how the supply chain is established. Having said data, one place he can definitely find that root cause, problem root cause, come up with the solution. The same solution can implement across the globe. That's what it's happening. Fine. So this is a real time. Again, coming to the real time data is much needed for every business to take it to the next level. None other than supply chain also, it's a fact. Coming to this next, the support entities, technology supports for supply chain management. Of course, IoT. Without IoT, you cannot. See, you are going to send the cloud computing connected to the cold storage. You take an example. You have some product which is maintained by some certain temperature. You are transporting to 3,000 miles from here, Kanyakumari to Kashmir. You are transporting. The product has to reach. That has to maintain certain temperatures. How do you ensure that? You are sitting in one place. You need to monitor that hundreds of your truck has been having that same temperature to reach that other places. It's not easy. Manually, it's not easy. 100 calls, you cannot get it every time. Every minute, you can see the data from your any tablet or any of that desktop or any of laptop. You can see that my hundreds of truck is having a little less temperature. You can monitor it. This is what the technology is all about it. So Cloud Shine and the cold technologies is connecting. This is all connecting to the cloud, that connecting to that the end users, mobile phones. So this is all technology. It's happening. This is all happening by Internet of Things. So coming to this again, the communication protocols, you can take that any communication, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Z-Wave, Gigahertz, and you can go for many communication channels, right? Bluetooth, all these communication channels based on LoRa WAN. Any communication channels will help to see that your communication network is properly enabled. Otherwise, it's totally loss of game. People are not playing. See, some of the cold items. I'm taking one example. There is hundreds of things this IoT is working on. I'm taking an example which is easily we can connect. Hundred of things you can. I see you can take any kind of I'll come little later for that use case. Now you can take kind of you can go for anywhere in that mall or anywhere in that entertainment media. There is IoT. A lot of IoT is connecting. You can get that alert. Certain things you can get that awareness programs. Many things is happening through that unit of connectivities. Even your digital home, your smart home, it is IoT. You can on your voice recognition. You can go on your TV. You can on your washing machines. You can control your washing machine. Set that priority for your washing machines. You can go for an oven. You can control it. You can set the priority. Anything could be. It's all realistic. It's happening. We think in India we are not going to get it. It's already been established. So in a movie we are seeing that Hollywood movie, a lot of things, but it's still In India, it's people are establishing this nature. So this what it's Internet of Things. And of course, industrial environment is one of the biggest challenge for Internet of Things usage. Because see, the SCADA system is implemented for age-old SCADA systems. It may not be such a brilliant capability to handle that more than certain machines in the SCADA systems. So you can have that proper PLC to connect and get the data, separate it, and see that which are the data is functionally useful, which are the data is not functional, non-functionally useful. You need to segregate it. We don't want to get hundreds of data. It's all happening from this fine-tuned edge devices. So get into this next environment. Of course, the monitoring environment of any industry sectors, any kind of accessibility limit of that forecast. For example, certain places, if you take a defense side, okay, in the defense line, unauthorized person not to get inside the defense area, how are they going to protect defense line? There the physical presence is there for security forces. Certain people in the radar, I mean, you can take this radar, the particular flight is crossing that, certain radar limits. I mean, much better sensors being implemented. They can see that now that drones, the technology, they can go and implement drones for any kind of benefits. It could be good benefits, or it could be associative for another benefits also. You can use it actually. See, there is no limitations for this use cases. Coming to this, next is the concept of digital twin is one of the interesting concepts. So this digital twin, physical object, that's what we said, physical object, and it can replica of another object. You can see that all the activity which you want to get it done in the physical object. So you can have that less impact on the physical object if the object is very efficient or very costly, or you can say process oriented, or it's a time driven oriented. You can get it done in the digital twin of that mirror of that particular object. It's all about the digital twin concept. So it will be again, performance optimization is one of the aspects to implement this, and you can go predict its behaviors. Again, you can predict that what is happening, what is that, how long this is going to work. Everything you can have in a predictive of the digital twin of that mirror replica. Okay, again, this is also working on the algorithms, sensor data, all that. This factors will follow us. Industry 4.0 is nothing but it's all the factors, which is that algorithms, sensors, and you can go for the connected devices, or you can go for that data-driven approaches, blockchains, big data. Everything is a comprehensive way. It will follow us if you are implementing the 4.0. Okay, coming to this next, the key advantages of digital twins actually. Again, that very interesting for this. Again, here also you can have a predictive maintenance. This is also one way to implement the predictive maintenance, wherein that digital twins is also can helpful for decision making capabilities. Very essential. So some industry people or some big players in industry, they need to replica of certain things, and they can come up with a decision based on the performance of simulations. You got to understand that. Very interesting. See, when the flight, the aviation sector, this is going to be very vital. See, they cannot do the trial until the flight is completely formed, and they can take the trial of that flight. You guys are agree for that, or anywhere to do that, unless the simulation in the place. So the simulation is nothing but it's a digital twin. So they can try it out any option in the simulation module. They cannot take that the flight which is having some millions of dollars. They cannot do that exercise. Get the simulation. In the simulation, they can do all that. Having set the data, they will come up with the decision. Okay, this is that the pressure need to maintain, the certain level of people weight to be maintained. All the things will be decided based on the simulations. This is what the digital twin helps in the aviation industry. Okay, and collaborations. Of course, this collaborations with virtual representations and a product. I mean, again, that same thing. How it has been connected. That's all the collaborations. Okay, then it can go for a customer services line. How it is digital twin support for customer services line? Okay, it will be, see, again, the data. See, for example, when we are going and see, if you take example of Amazon.com, one unique product is there. You can see that how many people bought this product in the last month. Why the data they have been published? What is the reason? This product has been sold in the last 30 days, hundreds of product. So this is all the kind of data they are collecting and putting the data in that common forum. Thousands of product has been sold in 20 days. If you're liking some product, it will give a confidence to the user. Okay, this many people bought it. Why don't we go for? This is all the data for customer satisfactions, customer survey, customer interest. See, these all the big players taking that all the data from us and replicate to this us to the same kind of portals. This is very essential for the business people. This all of that approach will help them to do the business much better, and they can go for that large scale of productions. Okay, next we can go. Again, if you are implementing certain things, there is always challenges also bind with that. It is not like that you can directly go and implement certain Industry 4.0. Just I'm taking a lot of challenges, of course. Without challenges, nothing can take a part. So what are the major challenges? If you work on the data, always the security threat is there. Somebody hack the system, somebody use that your data to other people. That's what always you have to be. Many movies have come. You believe that you have seen a lot of movies using your data. They can do all that mess ups. Is it true or not? Okay. See, be alert whenever you are going to give your data, unless until if it is necessary. This is very much required. Nowadays, the system will take all the data and do whatever that different things to the people. There's been example, hundreds of example every day we are getting it. Still, we are not much awareness on that. See, even your one piece of data, it will take all your bank money and make you zero. Simple. One piece of data. That's what it's the way you can take the challenge in Industry 4.0, security concerns. How you need to provide the security for your data is very essential. How much secure layer you need to put it? What are the access factors? 4-line access, 5-line access. You need to restrict with that. And of course, so the again, if you come to this data alone, it's not going to challenge. Another challenge is the workforce. Here only we need to work on technology as well as academia to have hands on hand. See, workforce, we are the technical industry people. We are looking for the people to work on the technology. So there is a training program is there. There is approach is there. They have to come and get the train. They are come and do that exercises. It takes a time period. It's extended time period for a long. See what recommendation here is given by the experts. When the new technology is going to be initiated, having said that, they start understanding the technology and try to infuse the technology to the next generation people. Just give ideas. See, many of them talking about the Industry 4.0, 5.0, and what is the essence of that 4.0, 5.0, they are not knowing, but they are not interested to know. But now it is not like that. We need to put some kind of factors, how it's going to support for the industry. Because see, if for example, if we are going for a recruitment as an industry people, we recruit the people, we train the people, we are wasting for a year to get that particular person get into the actual work. I'm not telling that completely academia is not doing good, not like that. There is a kind of enhancement need to be built. We need to take it part. See, there is a subject, there is a technology. Artificial intelligence is there for 1950 onwards. There is a big data is there for last 10 years, and everything is there already. And what kind of use cases they are going to use this all? We need to, as experts, then we need to have an idea, come up with that particular use cases to build their intern projects. Then they will get awareness. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Just awareness will help them to grow very, very fast pace. It's not there. That's what we are trying to go wherever we go and wherever we talk with the academia. We are talking about that. Take that example of real world scenario. See, now the movie de-aging concept is already coming. You guys are aware de-aging concepts. Actor is around 70. He is going to act as a 35 years old person. Next, this movie from Rajinikanth is going to release that 170 movie or a 171 movie, I don't know. The technology is going to be used. like is around 75, 72. Now he's going to act as a 35, or maybe this movie or next movie, I don't know. Some technology they are implementing, de-aging technologies. He looks like around 35. We are all agreed. We are not telling that the differentiation. When it get into the screen, we are agreed that. Okay, he looks like 35 only. Real 35, they are going to use the de-aging technique. That says there. And you can take now that Rahman has come up with the one concept, how the people are utilizing the technology. It's very wonder. These directors, this industry people, this film fraternity people. Rahman, what he did, he is going to take that, recently late singers' voice enabling back. Enabling back that recently the late singers, the singers who died, so in the age 40 to 50, they are very much good voices. He is recreating the voice using the AI technologies. It's very interesting. See how the people are connecting to the devices and technology. So we are not even taking to that leap to the next level. That's what the big gap is there. Your kind of technology, your kind of initiatives, there is a number of things you can take up. So that's what I'm telling you, that one particular example. Again, as you see that yesterday they launched in the US for a free fabric. Free fabric means you can order your home. You can just order your home for close to 10 lakhs. They will come, you show the place, they will install it within 3 hours. You can go, they will go. Your home is ready. Free fabric. You can check it out. See, the industry is going different directions. So that's what industry is going different directions. It's not mean that we don't want to take initiatives. We need to take from our area what and all can be connected with Industry 4.0. How we are going to take this particular opportunity to the next generation people. First, we need to know. Then we need to take. It will help to the industry, society, government of India. Much better. See, G20 is all about this same concept. It's happening. All the people have come. Hundreds of countries people have visited because of we have something to show to the world. India has something to show to the world. That's the only concept. So this is what we need to take. And coming to this integrations complexities, of course, is very essential. How to integrate as technology, people, process, result. These are all the things. Very, very difficult to integrate. Challenging. Because we have been very much used to that one particular task, one particular approach. We are not even think of that how the see, we approached many customers, honestly speaking, for traditional business people. They are, for example, they are earning for 100 crores per year. The technology, if they implement, they can go for maximum 10x fold, means 1,000 crores easily. But they are not ready to take a challenge. We have come up with the technology. These are technology you can implement. You try with a small portion of your business. They are not ready to do that. Still, we are in that legacy path. The traditional approach we are following. If the same people, same environment, same efficiency, they can have that more protection, even using of these technologies. But still in India, that's what the big challenges for the industry people to connect with the customers. Anyways, this will definitely overcome over a period of time. Let's move on to the next. Before this 5.0, is there any clarifications required for 4.0? At least you got some point. Yes or no? Some insights? Feel that useful? Yes. Good. So we'll move on to the 5.0. It's again an interesting fact. This is established by European Commissions actually, 5.0. It is not a big difference, certain things. See, we generally what happens is 4.0 will have that kind of idea. Machine automation will take care of everything. Generally, that is proven wrong in the 5.0. Machine centric, human centric is a value, then machine approaches. That's called the 5.0. Always give a priority to human centric. That's its difference. Simple. 4.0 they are thinking that automation will take a rule out. Everything they will take a rule. Automation, processes, definitions, you do it, it will work. No need to do that. That's what the I thinking of that 4.0. But 5.0 people have proven that human centric is very, very essential to establish this 5.0. That's it. Nothing else. That's what the statement is given in that. Okay, so in the 4.0 we have worked on that AI and IoT, all that no effective way of elevating that 4.0 in the much better way. And here the cobot is co-robot. Okay, human robot hands together. That's also robotics technology is coming up this 5.0. Human half the way, robot half the way will support. Nowadays is lot of things is there. I can come up with that. Virtual reality, mixed reality, augmented reality, many things is there. All this coming under this part of Industry 5.0. We'll take that example for that. How it is different, what is the way it is taking care of that. Coming to this distinction is nothing but that's what I said. The thoughts have been taken up and have implemented human-centric value system is at 5.0. Always have to give a priority for human-machine interactions, human-machine connections. It's a co-robot, you can say cobot, anything you can name it. Okay, so this again, what does it use? Why we have 4.0 have so many things, still we are not implementing certain things. Then adaptability, we need to industry have to adapt 5.0. What is the reasons? Because of this is what the standard have to take into the next level. You cannot sit on the 2.0 industry, right? If you are sitting on the 2.0, you cannot see that this many growths. Industry is taking the growth. Understand? So this is essential for whether the people are implementing or not implementing. They are understanding, not understanding the scenario it's going on. 5.0 it's coming. How we are expecting 6G in the concept. 5G already we are not implemented, but 6G is already preparing. Nokia 6G for a plant has been inaugurated in India last month. See how advanced they are in. Not even 5G we are not fully utilized, but 6G we are putting up thought process. Already there are work going on. So the system will not wait for the people to adapt it or not. It will keep going. Then only we can compete with that other end of the people. Otherwise it's very difficult. Coming to this next. Interesting. Human-centric approach is collaborations. That's what we talk about. And this is going to be a personal bonding from the human and the robot. So that's what we can say. See, now you can see a lot of newses, this robot done operations. Robot done that heart surgery. It's all trial. But some of the places they have done it. This is what it's all about that Industry 5.0. See, the people have assistant, people give assistance. We'll take that very minute. See, how many people have a LinkedIn? I think you may have hundreds of videos you will get in a LinkedIn professional side. I think everybody has a LinkedIn, right? Professors, definitely. You may have that in that video. Many videos come in this 5.0 relevant. They will try it with that robot. It will give a stitch to the tomato. It peeled off the tomato. Okay, before getting to that human race, you'll peel the tomato, and the machine only it will stitch. You can see the video anywhere. See that's all. It's getting evaluations over a period of time. See, all the remote assistance of the doctor is already there. You can sit the doctor somewhere, that operation from assistance for doctor to doctor. Now robot is placing somewhere, people are sitting somewhere. There is a connectivity, surgery is making up. And person sits near, their connectivity, things are making up. So this is what? Collaborations. Collaboration happening with the people and bot, it is called the cobot. That's what the primary aspect of the Industry 5.0. Primary. See that? Okay. It's not replacing human. That's what 4.0 had that kind of concept. Replacing human, automation will take care. No need to have a human interventions. But 5.0 reiterate, human-centric is very important. Then only it takes care. Okay, fine. Next we can go. It's a mutual benefit of the industry needs, you can say. Coming to this. This is the core concept. Again, we see the core concept 4.2. This is also again core concepts. Human-machine collaborations, important human skills, and customization and personalization. These are the three major factors actually. Okay, so interaction human skills, automations, the robot, it's not alone can take a chance. Human take any operations, any service lines, any kind of distribution lines, any kind of supply chain lines, it can work on that. That's what it's human mission centric. And importance of human skills, problem solving, creativity. Even though you build that robot with high creative, energized one, sometimes you may get failed due to that kind of different kind of factors. Okay, again I need to take example of that Apple iPhone only. You tell me that Apple iPhone, how much altitude it will work? Altitude. Is there any wild guess? And how much temperature it can sustain? Same thing. This is what we need to see all the experiment. We need to go and see that all the experiment. Like that, the problem solving of that machineries will have limitations. That where human have to interact. That how human have to come up with the creative ideas. That's what that human-centric approach. And again, mass productions, all other factors also it's there. The human support is needed to define that some boundaries, to go beyond the boundary limits, because human only invented that robot. So always the human intervention is required to build that everything they wanted, the big communications, the big productions, everything. This is what the core concept of 5.0. Coming to this again, here 3 use cases we can see. Earlier we have seen the 3 use case 4.2. Here 3 use cases. So this is a flexible manufacturing systems, collaborative robots, and adaptive production processes in a 5.0 concept. So I will share these slides to you all. You can use this for your understanding of the technology. Also can take the chance to educate to that students. So the flexible manufacturing system is one of the high efficient concept actually. We have a manufacturing system. What is that flexible manufacturing system? Again, that question will come. Okay. See, always you need to have some flexibility of your development design of any of the high-end systems or machineries or process. You cannot be very rigid. So that's what it's talk about the flexible management system, wherein some initiatives it can be replaced very quickly, or it can have a retain the process, redefine the process very quickly. This all comes under the flexible management systems. So if you define the process, you have some room to rework. This is all concept of the flexible management systems actually. Changes, you don't see certain things, if you are in automation side, certain things you can fix that, you cannot change it back until unless you completely vanish the system. But in that case, you have FMS in place, you can go do the replacement of certain factors or certain process, certain aspect very well. Coming to this, this is a 2 category. It is very important you can understand. Routing flexibility, machine flexibility. Routing flexibility, change the product to, if the system, it can change the product to product. If you are going for a new product, the system itself can understand, identify, it can change. That's a routing flexibility. Machine flexibility, hundreds of machines produce the same product. Multiple machines perform the same operation at one point of time. So this is a little okay, you can understand and explore. You can go and explore whenever you get time about this particular flexible manufacturing systems. Okay, so this is next we can move. Very interesting. This is so again we discuss about that collaborative robot. It's a number of use cases we have seen nowadays actually. You can take any example of defense sectors, manufacturing sectors, process implementation sectors. Wherever you can see that robot implementations, there is an intervention with that, centric intervention with that human. So this is all about that, human interacted robot, or human robots are close proximity. And only the effective result you will get it. Okay, anything. So you can see the Boston company has manufactured a lot of robots. You can go for a Boston and see that in their companies. The robot do anything. It shoots, it jumps, it takes servings, but the proximity of that human have to be there in that. He has to act upon. So robot is there. You need to give us some kind of act, then only it will be react. If you reach there, then it will be there. We also be there and outside. That will not work. You need to give a that in the trial of Boston Robotics site. You can go and check it out. He will hit that robot. It will fall. It will come back. He will break that. He will ditch. He will come back. This is what it's all about. It's a trial and error. They are trying to go for that human-centric approach. How much time he is going to sustain of the pressure is given by the human. It's kind of an exercise they are doing. So it's about that centric connections. Coming to this adaptive production process. Adaptive production process, again, it's kind of manufacturing formula plant. Okay. Advanced machineries, robots, and automation systems talks about it. How it has been, the sensors, other equipments will support. Basically, you can monitoring systems. See, why do you need to have monitoring systems? Tell me one thing. For example, monitoring system, if you take that is a big chapter, or you can say is a big area. See, monitoring system itself for industry, it's very, very, very important. Somebody has to monitor how the system is behaving. For that, we need to have a data. Everything should follow. Data you need, sensor you need. For a data, to get the data, sensor you need. To get the sensor, you need to have IoT connectivity you need. For IoT connectivity, you need an embedded hardware you need. You have the embedded hardware to activate, embedded software you need. Embedded software to connect, you have an application. Where the application to be sits, either in that edge device or your motherboard, PLC, everything to be connected. Right? You cannot put that memory. I want that 8 GB on given time. I want that 16 hours to be backup. You have to program it in that PLC. Okay, this is all it's interconnected. Again, adaptive process, production process also connected with that. Monitoring system will continue, collect the real-time data. Exactly. This is what the real-time data, see, when you go for real-time database solutions, your solution always have high end. If you take that offline data to do this analysis, we'll have a different result. You have a real-time data to do the kind of calculations or estimations of production is a different result altogether. So that's what we need to adopt real-time data sectors. Real-time data industry, we need to take that approach to get the real-time data. How? Sensor, other IoT devices. See, for example, when you are connecting your IoT device at home, it fails immediately. If it tells that information, you can do the repair or something. Now that geyser is there, for example, we are day-to-day using geyser. We don't know when it will repair. We don't know. Nobody knows. So far, the technology is not there. Sometimes it's completely deposit that waste inside, and one fine day it will not work. Understand? It's everybody is facing a problem, real-time problem. If the geyser has some mechanism, it will give alert. Oh, you need to repair this for a certain period. Then we will be aware. I'm telling you that fact. Some of the technology it's already is there, but in India still it is not there. Take an example, day-to-day life. Geyser, you cannot see that what is there inside. Around you are spending out 12,000 rupees to 8,000, 12,000 rupees for every time for buying a new geyser. It has some open opportunity for the people to get some benefit out of that using some technology. Like that, I'm taking an example. This adaptive process will support. Coming to this, what is a convergence for 5.0? What will converge? That's very important. Again, this is for AI, IoT, robotics. Without that, you cannot do that. You have to pull the guys, IoT and AI. You have to pull here also. You cannot go without that. They are that initiative people. You have to pull and add the robotic in it, robot in it, cobot in it. That's what it will be on a 5.0. And you get the synergy between the technologies very efficiently. And again, when you get the synergy, what is the outcome? You have a huge productions with the quality, standard, approach, everything will be again a place, whatever you wanted. See, why that once upon a time, we want to go for only Japanese product. Is that true or not? Made in Japan, people will like it. True or not? Maybe in childhood. Or made in Germany, people will like, oh, close their eyes, they will. Made in China, they will be aware. They don't go for the made in China. Right or not? It's one simple quality. Where the quality will come? Based on that, lot of exercise is there in it. Lot of standard need to be maintained. Lot of things need to be made. See, even restaurant also, Among us, we can go, hey, that restaurant's good, a lot of reviews there, we go there. That's what, spending for 100 rupees to 1000 rupees, everybody willing to go for quality. Hundreds of questions they will ask. This is what it's all about. It's happening. Convergence, IoT, AI, and robots. This convergence is about the 5.0. And role and responsibilities. People also get this particular upskilling of the technology. See, we want to implement, but we are not ready to learn. Where that lot of problems occur. So we are not spending time for that technology upgradation. Not you means not generally. I'm talking about that industry sector people. That's what few minutes ago I just taken an example, right? Legacy people, they are not interested to learn the new technology and adoptions. That's what they are okay with that actual thing, even though they are more capable to do that. Okay. So then adaptive flexible production systems, that's what we are talking about there. They know they have capable, but they are not utilizing it. Very much constrained with the system of they are comfortable. How much they are comfortable? They are very much comfortable. Even many people we are afraid to buy a car because we don't know driving. I'm telling you fact. We are not ready to learn the driving. Because of that, even the person have a potential, you are not going to buy it. That's not a case. You have to try it out. We'll go with a comfortable two-wheeler or bus. It's okay. I don't want to go for a car, because I don't want to drive. I don't want to desire to drive. That's very important thing. Coming to this advantages of Industry 5.0. See, again, if you take human-machine collaborations, I don't want to limit that advantages. Anything you can get very quick and efficient and quality standards. Whatever standards you maintain it, i.e. EEE standards or ISA standards or any FCC standards or EC standards, EMI standards, EMC standards, you can do it. Fix the standards, it will work. And increase the product customization. Of course, that's very important. You can customize it, any product you wanted. You have an opportunity to go with that minimal cost, maximum outcome of that your product side. You invest for proto for close to some amount, and your mass productions, you can go for market, go to market, you can go for a huge product. Customization. See, you want a phone, you no need for hundreds of features. You can customize it. You want to only communicate. For example, I'm taking, if you are going to invent something or on an innovation model, you can go with your own product. You can minimize it. That's all it's all about, that advantage of Industry 4.0. And again, tailor-made process. Always you guys are aware that what is a tailor-made. Existing things you can add to that and have that new benefit out of that. And creative and problem solving, again, it also you have to pull from there. It's very essential. Without creative and problem solving, nothing can be done in this industry for 4.1 and 5.2. It's common. Coming to this, again, here also a lot of challenges. Of course, wherever you go, new technology, challenges always is there. Here you can see the integration challenge is very important. We are talking about the human robot, but the integration is very important. The person should know the logic behind how it is operates or work on that algorithm runs on that robot. It's not like that. As the movie like Indran or anything, you may have a lot of examples. A lot of examples you can see that it tells something, it acts something. Okay, the integration is not there, you will not get it. You need to understand that at least the same language of that machine read. I mean, you don't want to read that kind of an algorithm, you need to understand. When it is act, react. Very interestingly, we need to know. That is a very good scope of futuristic opportunity for the people. Because of Industry 5.0, it's going to open up a lot of channels in India. So people are ready to take a challenge. They'll have wonderful opportunity in outside. They need to take opportunity, see how can connect with the human-centric with the robot. What are the algorithm to develop? I mean, algorithms is the language to understand. What is the programming language, or you can see that app, whatever it may be for educational purpose to connect and design that and come up with that outcome. There is a lot of opportunities coming up. And workforce training, upskilling again is also a challenge here. You may not get enough information for the people who wants to learn. That is also we need to overcome. And ethical consideration is one of the topmost to say the movie also. it should have some ethic to work with the robot. There is no emotional connect with that. It's again a machine. In the movie, same Endran, you can see that a lot of disadvantages because of emotional connect of the robot. It has a lot of mishaps. Got it? You have limitations for ethical connect. So that is you think that is a robot, we are human. Beyond that, if you connect, then it's going to be a lot of issues will occur. Balancing automation and human control. That's what emotion, all the controls you can name it actually. Coming to this trend of the future. Yeah. This is an interesting one. So you can see that trend again. The AI, IoT without nothing can move nowadays. AI is having another 30 years of ruling authority of industry. 30 years, next 3 decades is going to rule. Anyway, it's not like one way. Any industry, any predictive, any forecast, any industry design services, AI is a very integral part. So if you guys want to communicate to your students or people, AI is the best way to get that quick attention from the market side and the market player. Also establish a lot of job opportunity for AI side. This is a default. It could be any AI mechanism to understand and establish and increase automation and connectivity. See, AI is a way. See, now yesterday, last week we went for one expo. Okay, one company, I forgot the company. He is coming up with that. No, the windshield is there, right? Car windshield. How many people are just have an idea? Car windshield is nothing but the glass. Driver opposite the big glass is there. No? In that glass itself, they have indicate the digital meters. You can see that glass itself. You can see the digital meter. You don't want a digital meter in your dashboard, and you can see the speedometer. You can see the fuel limitations. You can see that even one more step better, you can have a one particular frame where you can have a video conferencing from the car while driving. They established. You can build that system in your car. You actually driving, but there is a video conference is going on. In the windshield, there is a windshield means they will not block entire thing. There is one portion. It's a technology. Whether it is applicable or not in a standard of automations, automotive standards or not, it's different. But their thought process is bringing up the value. This is what it's happening. See, even we are working with one big MNC. It's very interesting project. This is for, you might have heard about that, but it's going to happen. When it monitors the drivers of any time, it will be a very interesting factor. If you turn for 1 second, it will detect milliseconds. It will detect for millisecond left, right, and if start smoking, it will detect. Smoke sensor is already there, and if you go for a drowsiness, it will detect immediately. Will beep the horn, and again, alcoholic already is there. If you consume alcohol, vehicle will not start at all. If you have that, the kind of the sensors we mounted on the dashboard, and what is that limitation, whether the driver is usual weight or not normal weight. Over a period, if you have a heavy food, it will detect how it is detect that capacitive sensor put on the seat. If you have overloaded with the food, he cannot drive. It's not fit for it. Many things is come up. It's ideas. And if you have a kind of nature of talking with the people, that it will detect how long it's talking. Then if it is not fit, then it will stop the vehicle. Many features is coming. I'm just giving an example. Like that, it's all happening because of technology. And emerging technologies industry. What are the emerging technologies? This is a predictive of industry 4.0 emerging technology. That's what we talk about human-machine interface and integration of the extended reality. Extended reality is very interesting. That we need to little talk on that. See, extended reality combine of 3 reality. Okay, augmented reality, virtual reality. What is one more? Huh? I forgot it. I'll tell you after some time. I forgot. Okay, we'll take a mixed reality. 3 things. Okay. See, augmented reality, right? Nowadays, when you go to the hospital, not implemented in India, certain places, when you go to the hospital, they want to find the vein of putting up some drips or anything to inject in a IV. They want to detect that, and they'll easily find that vein of the patients. It's called augmented reality. Augmented reality, physical and virtual combined. Okay, physical. I am physical. The device helped the doctor to put the proper injection on my IV, intervein. That is what augmented reality. I am telling you example. Mixed reality. If you are having a meeting, Zoom meeting, or any meeting, your background can change. Understand? Your background, you can put any background. You can in a London Bridge also you bring it, or flower wash on your table. You can have some kind of system nearby, one big projector nearby. You can make it things. It's mixed reality, human as well as system, mixed reality. Then virtual reality is one of the VR goggles. You guys are aware about that. Somebody putting on that eyes, they forget everything. They are into that virtual world. You experienced any of the people? You feel that how you are feeling when you are going in the real time of the particular system. That's what virtual reality. Combine of this, this was the extended reality. These three concepts very important. So understand on the this is what it's going to take that next leap on this 5.4. Many applications you can build it on that. Okay, mixed reality, virtual reality, augmented reality. Next, the recommendations for adoptions. So how to adapt? Because we are not into that 4.0 itself. Then why do we go for and how do we adopt that 5.0? That is all recommendations, suggestions, strategic planning. We have to plan what is that existing system, how we are going to make it little more sophisticated or brilliant or enriched performance of that any operations. Then we can go for a plan, strategic plan, and a collaboration with the technology partners like we are the people to support for the industry to take industry organization to take to the next level. This we need to get it from the people who already been established. This is what, and engagement, employee engagement program. We have to have a dedicated team to train them up and make them aware, continuously give a kind of information to the people. You take into that, industry 5.0, all the steps, because it's a year-long process. We cannot do it in a one month or 2 months. At least 6 month practice is required. Anything, even in your office environment, you can start implementing certain things which is under your control. Okay, you can automate your Excel format. You can automate your meeting invites. You can send that communication when you are not available. If you get that meeting mail, you can automate it. You can give a voice message to the people. It will give a more responsive approach. Okay, this particular gentleman or people have responded well. You can automate it. The features are available. You can start implementing certain small things. You can grow in that big later point of time. And cyber security measures, exactly, robust cyber security measures. You can have a lot of people are available outside to ensure that your cyber security will secure all the occasions that you can bring it up. And you can for continuous learning initiatives, the only key factor to initiate everything. Learning, you have to do that all the time. As you are into that, one level of reaching of that global people, connecting to the global team, the learning is very important. You cannot stop the learning, because then we will be held up with certain things. If the learning stops, we are not able to speak on the terminology. It's very essential. Learning skill is very much required to learn for any industry, especially for this education academia. It's very much interested and have to do that. Very necessity also. So now I'm closing up. After that 5 minutes, I have that, what is the time now? Yeah, just 5 minutes, we'll have a PyTech, couple of use cases. I will run through that. So any queries, anything, you please open up now. Any clarifications, question, answer, we can have a 5 minutes time. You can discuss. Hope this entire system will open up some kind of thought process to you, I believe. Yes or no? You feel something, you can understand little difference, right? What is that industry? What is that way to work on that industry? How to prepare for taking up that 5.0? What are the challenges? What are the action triggers? Right? This is what very important. Hope I can definitely make you some awareness of that 5.0. You will take from here to the next step, explore it and get some idea. You can build kind of good systems for your students or yourself among your industry. That's what it's all about. And any questions or anything, if you are not open up now, also no problem. My email ID is there. Okay. This is not there. I'll share that slide to HOD. He will share with you. This is murugan.or pytechembedded.in. So I'll recommend. So one thing as a professors, senior professors, middle, junior level, or postgraduate people, see, try to connect industry. Very essential. How much you are connecting industry, you will get a lot of insights. So you don't want to try it out. Sorry, I'll stop this. Can you put that another slide? Another slide. I told you, no, another slide. Or PyTech slide. Okay. See, why I'm asking that connect with industry. When you are having an industry connect, immediately you can attention what is the things is coming out the market. Same thing we can replicate to the students, or you can use it for your own way of doing some projects. When there is a gap from industry, academia, then it's going to be a big challenge for the time, only the timeline. So always have my suggestion would be, the event is happening, you can participate with your team, conference is happening, you can book your slot, come there and give. Only I've seen that lot of conferences, even only that IIT, IIC, and all that big players only coming. I'm surprised that why other college, there everybody is learning the same subject. Why other people are not coming into that? See, you encourage your people to part, because one place you will get hundreds of informations. Whether it is useful for them or not, secondary. At least they can aware. Okay, what and all is there in that event? Recently, we had participated for a couple of events continuously, back to back. So I've seen a lot of people. EFI, exactly, sir. EFI, IESC. See, there is all the governing bodies there. You please connect with them. IESA, India Electronic Semiconductor Agency, IESA, yes, association, and EFI, Electronics for You. So try to explore the magazines. They are giving magazines for 100 rupees or 200 rupees. That all will give you insights. You don't want to go and even net is available. We are not spending net unless until if we are going for WhatsApp or movies, that's different. But you go and explore these kind of things on that, no, from governing body who is handling certain things actually. You will come to know how that algorithm is written, how that connected car details is written. Everything you can easily understand. In 5 minutes, I can run through a couple of things for what we are doing. It's very interesting for you to get connected with us in future, and how we are supporting for a student fraternity kind of supports. We will tell you that. Yeah, is a PyTech is an embedded in company. We are into completely embedded solutioning company. We are not doing anything apart from that. If you ask me, sir, you will give a end product? No, we are not doing any end product in IoT side or industry IoT side. We are solutioning company. People who want to build the product, we are supporting for them to build hardware, embedded software, and firmware development, device driver development, and RPM development, and TPM development, or can kernel development. Anything could be inside of the devices. Whatever that's, for example, we are the manufacturer of the car. I'm just telling a very simple example. The car can be designed based on your wish. Okay, we are that machine part manufacturer of the car. You can build it on your own, how you want outlook, how you want to see it, how you want the steering, everything. But the machine is just from PyTech. I'm telling you, that's a solutioning company. Coming to this, it's a German-based company. We have close to overall global employees 500 plus, and we have other location, America, France, India, and China. Now we are increasing plus 100 and plus people, 110, 20 people. Total is 500 plus. It's a growing company. We have reached close to, this is world record, we have reached close to 200 millions for this last year. And coming to this, this is what our German campus, German is headquarters, where we have different kind of manufacturing lines, which is there in the German. These people are there. They are our CEOs of different regions, America, FITech, India, FITech, China, FITech, and France and German FITech. So this is all about. And coming to this, this is very important. This slides I can put everything. So what is our core strength? What we are doing? In one slide you can understand. See, when you go for embedded software development services, you can go firmware development, device driver, BSB. BSB is very important. Without BSB, the system will not work. And middleware development, application development, and all this operating Linux and Android, all this operating system is integrated. Hardware design services, of course, we can go for a SOM. See, generally, I don't know how many of you got to know what is a SOC, what is a SOM, what is SBC. This is all very interesting terms for the embedded side. SOC is nothing but system on chip. SOM is nothing but system on module. SBC nothing but single board computer. So these are the things you need to understand, because then only you can talk with these people on the same understanding. So now system on module, the single board computers, embedded hardware design, it's our scope of work. So we have that system on module from PyTech, we can deliver to the customer. The system on module, I'll tell you that some examples. The system on module is already have that built-in features. You just take that and in your single board computer attach it, you can do all the work of the performance of your requirement. You can connect it. Then manufacturing services we do have. We are OEM for a SOM, that's what we said. And electronics manufacturing services, product manufacturing services, box build, everything we can take. And here that last is for related to academia, competency building services. So what we do competency building? We are connecting with the universities, not all the universities, very few universities. We can establish our kind of competency activity. We can setting up the lab, okay. We can make that people awareness of the technology, what is going to come in the future. We can train them, and we can ask them to attend our internship programs. And also we also can observe of the people who has got that very good understanding of the technology. And also we can go and place the students what we got or what we got employee for our customer places. This is very last option they are doing, not in the primary. Okay, if have any interested, you go to the pytech.in, you will get all the contact details. And one more site is there, that embedded community.ruggedboard.com. No need, pytech.in itself you can connect. You can see that all the information is available for contact, whom you want to contact, what is kind of services, everything is there. And coming to another, see, PyTech success is, we have around 12K customers so far, and 5.5K product has been released, and close to 62K product have been released. Product itself don't think is an end product. SOM, SBC solutions. Okay, so this is what it's all about. And coming to this line of the business, what we are doing: system on module, single board computer, industry Internet of Things, and embedded imaging. All the imaging capability we do have. You want to integrate this imaging camera to any of your upcoming project, automatically it detect it work. And go for the software BSP. Okay, very important. Next, so we talk about the SOM. This is a SOM, system on module. In the system on module, we are partnering with NXP and TI. NXP and TI, that old leader of the SOC, system on computer, system on chip. They are the people who give a chip to everybody. That's what we are in India. We are talking about that semiconductor activity very oftenly with all the senior folks from Prime Minister to everybody. Even recent past, there is semiconductor industry inauguration happening in Gujarat, right? So every big players are participated there, because semiconductor industry, one of the very big industry in India, it's going to open up now. So people of your students who wish to take, they can start learning of the semiconductor related subject. The opportunity is very vast. Anyone can get it. Excuse me. So now this SOM has integrated with SOC. And in this SOM, where we can build other preferences in that, and it can work as a computer. You can say it's a computer. So this SOM will do all the preferences connected in the system on board, system on computer. Okay, and this is all the standards. Everything is there. That I will share the slides also. And if you take single board computer, we talk about it. The single board computer, all this communication channels has been established. All this other RS-232, RS-485, everything will be built in it. Just people can take and use it for their upcoming projects. And coming to this, this camera modules also been integrated with a different kind of resolutions and what are that frame for a speed, everything will be designed in that. Coming to this business vertical, where and all we are supporting for, these are the business verticals, especially for energy, automations, transportations, healthcare, all this is happening here. And coming to this next slide, how that our system in the life cycle, what is our life cycle of the systems, how we are developing. This is what hardware, software design, hardware design, manufacturing, and the end product, but usually we are not supporting for end product. Okay. So coming to this, this is our high quality manufacturing labs, which is there in that German, and it has the specific features wherein high end of packing machinery is also been installed. I'm just telling the outline. So you may not need all the information, at least you see that what are the use cases. And coming to this certifications of the product which we are developing, it is go for standard certifications of environment certification, standard certifications. And coming to industry verticals, you can see that industry automations and mobility transportations and as well as medical healthcare, smart city. These are the players where they can take a support from PyTech. They can use our solutioning to build their product services. This is all about it. And coming to this industry applications, these are the industry applications. Just have a look. So this is a DCU, RTU, and these control panels, HMI control panels, gateways, and coming handheld devices. Either it could be a vibration sensor, monitoring system devices, and it can cover end of that is robotics actually. These are the areas we are supporting for the customer who needs that their problem statement. Coming to this another mobility and engineering, all the EV related service lines we are taking up. If somebody want to build that EV charging station with the control mechanism, we are giving a solution to that. So this is what our area, all the business, EV charging and other things. And coming to this again, medical applications still in India establishing, but other countries we are supporting efficiently. India people are a little bit of getting into the medical side, we are developing. And coming to the commercial applications, endless. You can use any of commercial application of SOM and IoT. It's all about IoT. How it is connected, how it is connected in the data side, what are the use cases, all this is happening. And coming to white PyTech, only thing is quality standard. We are maintaining from German product. We are getting all the product from German. Design is happening here. Manufacturing from German. These are our client list. Currently, we are connecting all these customers, all the MNC customers we are connecting, and we are taking their requirement and we are giving us services. These are our office locations. And this is the end slide. Okay. So I'm done. Any queries and clarifications, we can open. Otherwise, we can wrap up this session. I hope we'll get some insights about Industry 4.0 and 5.0 as well as PyTech. So you are a good audience. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, your patience, and I'm keep opening for questionnaires. Even you can send via mail. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Any student projects will you help?
So students project, of course, we can support based on that what they are going to do and what is their kind of timeline,
Yeah.
because it's very essential. Our learning and capability team will support. They are there for dedicated for a student close to projects are that I told you SBC single board computer can be affordable to by students, and they can start coming up with some solutioning. Our Linux operating system and our firmware, everything will give it to the students. They don't want to do anything, just to program it and come up with the solutioning of their requirement. So please.
You said that Industry 4.0 was having some challenges like cyber security. So 5.0 we can expect that the
Same thing.
But
But
all those things can be resolved
Yes. See, basically, that's what no. When it is fully automated, there is no human intervention. What they have decided in a 4.0, but here the scenario has changed. It has been combined, system and human. Automatically, when the human comes, there may be a kind of security measures already been established. Beyond that, certain cases, the threat always is there. 100% threat is, see, our phone itself they are hacking. Like big system, there is a possibility, and simultaneously we are building up that secure systems to protect all the data actually. Because human as a close proximity is working, there will be a lot of chances to get that, the damage is less or threat is less. Thank you.
So we are from academicians.
Yes.
But can to learn about these courses?
Ah.
So whether we can go with the NPTEL or any other, can you able to suggest where we can learn this?
It's a number of opportunity available in a course, in the sense you need to take a practical experience. See, theoretical things anyone can learn from your own actually, because in the multiple YouTubes or multiple channels available. See, what you want to do, you are try to implement certain small things actually. Even you can your lab, you can try to implement certain aspect. Then not only you, of your students, of your group community will understand much better. Start implementing it. Learning will be done. There is no learning is not a big problem. How we are going to implement this certain aspect, that is what challenge actually. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions? Any questions or okay? Fine, sir. We can complete the session.